integrity, who has demonstrated outstanding excellence in the practice of law and in service to the Republic. Sir, by a communication referenced CJ-17-B, dated 9th December 2025, Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, petitioned Your Excellency to exercise this prerogative. This communique transmitted the recommendations of the Committee on Senior Counsel regarding the 54 eligible advocates of the High Court of Kenya. The committee, having executed its mandate in accordance with advocates, in bracket Senior Counsel Conferment and Privileges rules, has duly identified and recommended the nominees presented before Your Excellency this morning. Concurring with this recommendation, Your Excellency, as the head of state and government, conferred the rank of Senior Counsel to the identified esteemed individuals as contained in Kenya Gazette Notice Number 18138, dated 10th December 2025, thereby formally admitting the 54 recommended advocates to the highest echelon of the legal profession. On this solemn occasion, each nominee's name shall be inscribed in the roll of Senior Counsel, which is under the custodianship of the judiciary. Thereafter, the conferees will receive the presidential letters of conferment from Your Excellency, the President. Your Excellency, sir, with all the applicable constitutional and statutory requirements for the conferment of the rank and dignity of Senior Counsel having been fully discharged, this state ceremony is properly convened in law. With Your Excellency's gracious permission, may I now present the advocates who, by virtue of Your Excellency's presidential action, are today recognized by the state and by their peers for their exceptional accomplishment and distinguished service in the advancement of the law. Your Excellency, we now present the first conferee, Senior Counsel Ravinder Singh Seni.
Ravinder Singh Seni is a Kenyan citizen and a barrister at law, called to the bar at Lincoln Inn in February 1961 and admitted to the advocate of the High Court of Kenya in May 1962. Judicial chambers for 12 years, working extensively in both civil and criminal law and conducting major litigation and prosecutions across court levels. He also headed the provisional state council offices in Central, Nyanza, Western provinces before joining the criminal law section in Nairobi in the year 1971. After retiring as senior state counsel in 1974, he founded Mandla and Semi Advocates and now works as a private legal consultant. We can give him a clap as he now approaches to come and receive the certificate. Another clap would be in order.
Senior Counsel Clement Muturi Kigana.
In 1971, conceived and led the development of a land settlement program at the Agricultural Finance Corporation, AFC. Established a joint trust between AFC and Agriculture Development Corporation, ADC, to acquire the subdivide the Nogam large-scale farm, Trans Nzoia, into small, viable parcels for allocation and landless families. he actively participated in the defense of numerous individuals charged with sedition and related political offenses during the 1990s Second Liberation period, providing pro bono legal representation at a time intense civic and political repression. Clement Muturi Kigano represented clients from East African Court of Arusha and landmark litigation challenging interstate extraordinary rendition.
Senior Counsel Eliud Nanga Njoroge.
Eliud Njoroge was admitted to the bar on the 3rd of July 1971 and is a holder of a master's degree in international commercial law from the University of Stanford, UK. Sometime in 1980s, President Moi was under a lot of pressure from the country's coffee farmers who had not been paid for their coffee deliveries to KPCU for a long time. The president was willing to help, but was advised that he could not order government to pay for this, and offered advice on the matter and wrote a detailed opinion. As the consequences of the opinion, the president decided to form a cabinet subcommittee consisting of the Minister of Agriculture and Cooperatives and the Attorney General. KPCU nominated Njoroge to lead the board representatives.
Senior Counsel Paul Ndiritu Ndungu.
Paul Ndiritu Ndungu studied at Kirema Secondary School in Othaya, Nyeri from 1960 to 1963. He was admitted to Kenya School of Law in 1964 and simultaneously admitted to the law firm of Hamilton, Harrison and Matthews as an articled clerk. He was later admitted by Chief Justice Kitili Mwendwa as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya in July 1969, followed by an engagement as an advocate with the Hamilton, Harrison, Matthews in 1986, he started the law firm of Ndungu, Njoroge and Kwach. During his legal career, he served the Law Society in various positions such as member of Council, member of the Finance Committee and chairperson of the Conveying Committee.
Senior Counsel Ambrose Otieno Rachir.
Ambrose Rachir is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya for 50 years, standing, and a senior partner Rachir and Amolo LLP. He holds a Bachelor of Law degree, a Master's Law degree, a Master's Translation, and a Master's Biotechnic. He practiced in Masime and Kwach Advocates in 1975 to 1978, at Oraro and Rachir Advocates 1978 to 1998, and now practices at Rachir and Amolo LLP.
Senior Counsel Richard Omwela.
Richard Omwela was admitted to the role of advocate on 13th October 1980. He joined the law firm Hamilton and Harrison and Matthews in 1980 as an associate
in litigation department, moving to commercial department after 12 years. He has held the position of chief scrutineer of the Law Society for a period of more than 10 years and as a member of the Law Society Disciplinary Committee for several years. On behalf of the Law Society of Kenya, he has for several years carried out seminars and trainings in Homa Bay, Kakamega, Meru, Nairobi, and Malindi.
Senior Counsel, Dr. Moses Masika Wetangula.
Moses Wetangula founded Wetangula & Company Advocates in 1984, establishing a distinguished legal practice for over 40 years. He served as a nominated Member of Parliament in 1993 to 1997 and later as MP for Sirisia in 2002 to 2013. His cabinet roles include Assistant Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister for Trade, the Chair of the AU Peace and Security Council from 2013 to 2022. He was a Senator of Bungoma County and also served as a stint of the Senior Senate Minority Leader. He's now the National Speaker of the National Assembly, and the Kenya Kwanza is currently serving as Speaker of the National Assembly of Kenya.
Senior Counsel Nancy Wakarima Karigidu.
Nancy Wakarima Karigidu, Kenya's Special Envoy and Advisor for Maritime and Blue Economy of a Global Voice for Blue Economy, Diversity and Seafarers Welfare. She set up the State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs, serving as the first Principal Secretary. She previously served as Director General, Kenya Maritime Authority, Chair, International Maritime Organization, IMO, Technical Cooperation Committee, and Governor of both the World Maritime University and the IMLO. Some of her awards include the AU Woman of the Year 2018 and WMU Honorary Fellow 2019. Nancy Karigidu holds a Bachelor of Law from the University of Nairobi and a Master's Law from the IMO-IMLI.
Senior Counsel Moses Kimgetich Kurgat.
Moses Kipngetich Kurgat is a distinguished Kenyan advocate of the High Court, admitted to the bar over 4 decades ago and widely respected for his professional integrity and service. His career on a strong continuing academic foundation and unwavering commitment to justice. He has served as a magistrate, legal officer in the government corporation, chair of the Industrial Property Tribunal, and in private practice, acquiring wide experience in litigation and advisory services. His expertise spans commercial, constitutional, and human rights law, alongside notable leadership in legal reform, advocacy for victims of violence, and land justice, as well as consistent pro bono and corporate social responsibility initiatives.
Senior Counsel Rubena Dar.
Rubena Dar was called to the Bar of England and Wales as a barrister in 1983 and subsequently admitted to the Kenya Bar as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya in 1984. Ms. Rubena Dar brings over 40 years of distinguished legal practice. She has excelled across the full spectrum of legal work, including commercial, contractual, tort, tax, probate, matrimonial, and children's matters. Highly regarded in her litigation expertise, she has headed litigation teams in several prominent law firms such as Daly and Figgis, Indamar and Indamar, and Miller and Company.
Senior Counsel, Professor Kifudha Kibwana.
Professor Kifudha Kibwana, advocate and certified secretary, studied law at the universities of Nairobi, London, Harvard, and George Washington, specializing in constitutional law and jurisprudence. From 2003 to 2007, he was member of Parliament, cabinet minister, and president of the United Nations Climate Change Convention, COP12. Subsequently, he served as presidential advisor to His Excellency Mwai Kibaki and later as a governor of Makueni County. He has been named Jurist of the Year by ICJ Kenya and inducted into LSK's Roll of Honor. For 25 years, he was a lecturer of law, dean and associate professor at the University of Nairobi. He is currently a professor of law at the Daystar and Catholic Universities.
Senior Counsel Lumatete Walubengo Mushai.
Lamutete Walubengo Mushai was called to the bar in 1985. He is a senior partner at Lamutete Mushai Company Advocates. He is a commercial law litigator and conveyancer and has in the past done many human rights cases. He is in the past member of the Council of Law Society of Kenya and a past chairperson of the Law Society of Kenya Mombasa chapter. He was a delegate at the Bomas Constitutional Conference and later served as the Secretary of the Judicial Tribunal Investigation Precinct Judges. He was, for 6 years, a director of Export Processing Zone Authority. He also served as chairman of the Jubilee Party Disciplinary Committee. Lumatete Walubengo served as golf captain and secretary of the Nyali Golf Club and Mombasa Golf Club, respectively.
Senior Counsel Njoroge Regeru.
Njoroge Regeru, admitted to the bar on 13th October 1986, is a distinguished dispute resolution practitioner and arbitrator with 39 years of practice. He successfully advanced the decisive argument on the treatment of rejected ballots in the 2013 presidential election petitions, secured precedent-setting determination on reasonable provision for dependent on the Chatur property testate succession appeal, and ably defended the Huduma Number project in a complex constitution petition on the national importance. He also shaped Kenya's arbitration jurisprudence through the landmark Nyuthu Agrovet case and pioneered the law on mandatory injunctions and Kamau Mushuna, leaving an enduring imprint on Kenya's jurisprudence.
Senior Counsel Professor Patrick Lodge Otieno Lumumba.
Patrick Lodge Otieno Lumumba is a professor of public law, a holder of the LLD on the law of sea from the University of Ghent, Belgium, holds a postgraduate diploma from the Kenya School of Law, bachelor's law of master's law degree from the University of Nairobi. Patrick Lodge Otieno Lumumba holds an honorary degree of Doctors of Letters, DLITT, from the University of Cape Coast in Ghana. He also holds a degree in the Doctor of Science from Bells University of Technology in Nigeria. He has been trained on human rights as an Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, University of London in England, humanitarian law at the Raoul Wellbank University of London, Sweden, and an international humanitarian law in Geneva, Switzerland. He is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya and Tanganyika and a certified mediator.
Senior Counsel Anastasia Kioko Mululu.
Anastasia holds LLB honors and MBA degree from the University of Nairobi and is in Certified Public Secretary. She is a partner at Achar and Wilcock Advocates. Anastasia specializes in commercial and property law, committed to delivering exceptional legal services to her clients. In 2024, she was nominated by the Nairobi Legal Award as one of the leading women lawyers in this area. Anastasia is passionate about women's rights and has contributed significantly to gender-sensitive legislation such as Sexual Offences Act, marriage laws, and FIDA Kenya publication, the Women Guide to the Law. Committed to good governance, Anastasia has served on the board of FIDA Kenya and board governors of various schools.
Senior Counsel James Ochieng Oduol.
James Ochieng Oduol is an advocate of 39 years, standing senior partner at OK LLP and one of Kenya's leading courtroom strategists before all superior courts. He has led landmark commercial, constitutional, land, labor, family, and betrayal disputes as a respected practitioner before the COMESA Court of Justice, East Africa Court of Justice, and the United Nations Dispute and Appeal Tribunals. He has helped shape governance within the Law Society of Kenya and is renowned for his rigorous ethics, fearless advocacy, and generous mentorship.
Senior Counsel Jane Jerry Onyango.
Jane Jerry Onyango Njoki was admitted to the bar in 1988 and is currently practicing law in Jerry Onyango and Company Advocates. She is a fellow of the CIRAB Kenya, a certified mediator, and has handled commercial disputes and litigations in areas of governance, risk, and compliance. Has served in various boards, including KCB Bank, the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, the Public Procurement Administrative Review Board, and also served in the Kriegler Commissioner and Assisting Counsel. She has a distinguished career in sports law and sports dispute resolution and served in various international bodies.
Senior Counsel Christine Anyango Agimba.
Christine Anyango Agimba distinguished career in senior leadership and management roles in both public service and private legal practice demonstrates her professional competence and versatility. She began her legal career at Hamilton and Harrison Matthews Advocates, has subsequently served as Deputy Solicitor General at the State Law Office, and is currently chairperson of the Kenya Law Reform Commission. Christine's expertise spans legal advisory and transactional matters and corporate governance. She has contributed to significant policy, legal, and institutional reforms aimed at strengthening Kenya's financial, judicial, and legal sector in modernizing business laws. She remains committed to training and mentoring younger advocates.
Senior Counsel Hilary Chacha Odera.
Hilary Chacha Odera is a senior partner at Oraro & Company Advocates and is a dispute resolution practitioner with over 37 years of practice. He has represented multinational corporations, financial institutions, government entities, and private clients in complex commercial, banking, employment, and constitutional disputes, including high-value arbitration matters. He is consistently ranked by Chambers Global and Legal 500 for his depth in experience and long-standing experience in the legal field. Chacha is also an adjunct lecturer at Strathmore University, where he contributes to legal scholarship and mentors young advocates.
Senior Counsel Njeri Caroline Ndegwa Kariuki.
Admitted in 1988, Njeri Kariuki is an advocate with a distinguished career focused on arbitration and alternative dispute resolution. A chartered arbitrator and accredited mediator, she has achieved several notable firsts, including being the first female chartered arbitrator in Africa Bar, Nigeria, the first female GOK nominee to be International Center of Settlement and Investment Disputes Panel of Arbitrators, and Kenya's inaugural representative in the ICC International Courts of Arbitration. She is also a tutor, trainer, and assessor with the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, delivering training in Kenya internationally. Jerry completed her UON BA studies at York University, Toronto, and studied law in Queen's University, Kingston, Ontario, and holds a diploma in international arbitration from the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators at Keble College, Oxford.
Senior Counsel Mercy Wangare Buku.
Mercy Wangari Boko is a career banking and compliance lawyer with over 35 years experience. She currently practicing as an anti-money laundering and combating the financing and terrorism regulatory consultant in digital financial services of banking sector. She is also a certified anti-money laundering specialist, USA, and an associate of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, UK. Mercy Boko worked as head of legal and compliance in various commercial banks in Kenya, as well as head of money laundering reporting office for M-Pesa in Safaricom Limited, Kenya. She has extensive experience in training and regulatory consultation in compliance, anti-money laundering, and risk-based financial inclusion supervision in digital financial services and banking sector, and has given numerous presentations and also published various policy briefs.
Senior Counsel Isaac Edwin Nicholas Okero.
Isaac Edwin Nicholas Okero is a distinguished advocate of the High Court of Kenya, known for his exceptional professionalism, integrity, and depth in legal expertise. With decades of experience in litigation, commercial law, and conveyancing, he consistently provides sound, strategic guidance to clients. His leadership as president of the Law Society of Kenya and service in regional and international legal bodies reflects his commitments to advancing the profession. Colleagues commend his analytical skills, calm judgment, and unwavering dedication to justice, qualities that have earned him respect across Kenya's legal community. He remains widely trusted for his reliable counsel and professionalism.
Senior Counsel Professor Kariuki Muigwa.
Professor David Kariuki Muigwa is a renowned legal scholar, advocate, and arbitrator with a distinguished career spanning academia, practice, and legal reform leadership. He holds an LLB, LLM, and PhD in law from the University of Nairobi. He is a chartered arbitrator, reflecting his expertise on ADR. He is the founding partner of Kariuki and Muigwa and Company Advocates, and contributed immensely to the development of Kenya's law thought teaching, prolific legal writing, and practicing in landmark cases. He has served as several important leadership roles and membership in professional and regulatory bodies where he has influenced legal and ADR practice, education, scholarship, and standards.
Senior Counsel Dr. Hosea Kimutai Kili.
Dr. Hosea Kili is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya and is leading authority in devolved governance, public policy, and constitutional jurisprudence, a public intellectual of high repute. He is Group Managing Director, CEO of CPF Groups, and President of the Association of Pension Trustees and Administrators Kenya. He is also a Fellow of the Institute of the Certified Secretaries and the Kenya Institute of Management, KIM, and a distinguished member of the Law Society of Kenya. Dr. Kili has served on the Nairobi Stock Exchange, Board of Kenya Rates, Counsel, Africa Social Security Association Chairman, and International Social Security Bureau. His national honors include MBS and OGW in recognition of outstanding service to Kenya.
Senior Counsel Kennedy Ogeto.
Kennedy Ogeto is an advocate of 35 years standing. In 1997, he became the first Kenyan lawyer to practice in international criminal law as a counsel of the United Nations Tribunal for Rwanda. Subsequently, he successfully appeared in counsel as the UN Special Court of Sierra Leone and International Criminal Court and East Africa Court of Justice. Locally, Mr. Ogeto has been counsel in many landmark judicial decisions. Between 2018 and 2023, Mr. Ogeto was Solicitor General of the Republic of Kenya, in which position he represented Kenya before the International Court of Justice and several international arbitral tribunals.
Senior Counsel Dr. Praxidis Chepkoech Tororei.
Dr. Praxidis Chepkoech Tororei was admitted to the bar in 1991 and was dedicated over 3 decades to public service in the judiciary, the Kenya Forest Service, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, and the Independent Policing Oversight Authority Board, where he helped strengthen police accountability and institutional governance. She contributed the Kenya's governance transition into the successful conduct of 2010 referendum and subsequent elections, and served on national task forces on devolution, anti-corruption. She has advanced reforms, trained magistrates and judges on the jurisprudence of equality, championed child protection and mentorship, and chairs of Nairobi Legal Awards Assessors Advisory Committee. She has been honored with MBS and honorary doctorate as celebrated for integrity, leadership, and commitment to justice.
Senior Counsel William Ikudha Maema.
William Ikudha Maema is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya with 34 years post-admission experience. He holds a Master's of Law degree from the University of Cambridge and Bachelor of Laws from the University of Nairobi. He is a senior partner and head of the Commercial, Employment and IPT Practice DLA Piper, Kenya Advocates, widely recognized as a leading expert in commercial law and intellectual property. William advises global corporations by Ivy League universities and public benefit organizations on complex legal issues.
Senior Counsel Patrick Luther Odongo.
Patrick Luther Odongo is the managing partner at Luther & Company Advocates, a law firm based in Nairobi. He has practiced law for over 33 years in constitutional, employment, land and environmental law, mainly representing public corporations. He has also served as a member of the Tax Appeals Tribunal. Mr. Patrick Luther Odongo holds a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of Nairobi and a Diploma of Law from the Kenya School of Law. He is a Commissioner of Oaths and Notary Public. Mr. Luther was tutored by veteran lawyer Dr. John Mugalasinga Haminwa.
Senior Counsel Dr. Ruth Anyango Aura.
Dr. Ruth Anyango Aura is the founding partner of Odhiambo and Odhiambo Advocates, founding lecturer and immediate former Dean, Egerton University Law School, pioneering its legal aid program, shaping legal academy pedagogy. She is distinguished scholar, author, former chairperson FIDA Kenya, lead member Euro-Africa Polycystic Consortium, and member of Presidential Task Force on GBV, including femicide. She has led transboundary transformative initiatives, including working with Government of Kenya and Africa Union and the United Nations and the International Development Law on women's, girls' rights, climate justice, constitutional implementation, and legal reform, advancing gender equality, justice, and research, and de-escalating global polycrisis.
Senior Counsel Dr. Mercy Mwara Deche.
Dr. Mercy Mwara Deche holds a PhD from the University of Nairobi and a master's from the University of London. She has served the legal fraternity as a commissioner and vice chairperson of the Judicial Service Commission, member of HIV and AIDS Tribunal and board member, FIDA Kenya, and the trustee of Law Society of Kenya, Mombasa chapter. She is a legal consultant and senior lecturer, University of Nairobi. She has researched and published widely in her areas of specialization: property law, judicial independence, and access to justice. She has also developed key policy documents for justice agencies and the country, region, and the Commonwealth.
Senior Counsel Dr. Hassan Nuno Lakicha.
Hassan Nuno Lakicha was admitted to the role of advocate on 18th March 1993 and has practiced as an advocate for over 30 years now. He became a chartered arbitrator in 2005. He served the country as the chairperson of the Kenya Industrial Property Tribunal for 3 years between 2015 and 2018, a commissioner of the Law Reform Commissioner for 3 years between 2010 and 2013, where, among other tasks formulated by the Citizens Act and County Government Act, as a member of the Special Action Committee that addressed and advised the President on special concerns of the Muslim community in 2007 with regard to alleged harassment and/or discrimination.
Senior Counsel Koki Muli Grignon.
Ambassador Dr. Koki Muli Rignon is a senior lecturer, founder, dean, and academic lecturer of the Southern Eastern Kenya University School of Law. She has held several positions at SECU since 2011, including serving as the head of Counsel Secretariat and Corporation Secretary, and won runners-up Company Secretary of the Year 2023. She has also an advocate of notary, public, and commissioner of oaths at a certified professional mediator and court-annexed mediator, a fellow of the Institute of Certified Secretaries of Kenya, where she serves as the chairperson of disciplinary committee. She served as Kenya's ambassador and deputy permanent representative to the United Nations headquarters in New York, USA in 2012 to 2019 and returned to SECU in 2020.
Senior Counsel James Agre Mwamu.
With over 31 years of distinguished legal practice, James Agre Mwamu is an accomplished advocate of the High Court of Kenya and managing partner of MOA Advocates LLP. James Agre Mwamu has served in key leadership roles, including Vice Chairman of the Law Society of Kenya, Secretary General, Vice President and President of the East Africa Law Society. He was a member of IBA Bar Issues Commission, Regulatory Committee. Currently, he leads the Mwalimu James Japheth Mwamu Foundation and chairs the Participatory Resource Center for Education, championing initiatives that empower and support less fortunate and vulnerable Kenyans through education, resource mobilization, and advocacy.
Senior Counsel Adil Arshad Khawaja.
Adil Kawanja is Distinguished Advocate of the High Court of Kenya with over 30 years exemplary service to the legal profession, a partner of the Denton, Hamilton, Harrison and Matthews, and is immediate former managing partner. He led the firm through its historic merger with Denton's, the world's largest law firm, and has mentored a generation of advocates who serve with distinction across the world. Renowned for his mastery of real estate, commercial law, dispute resolution, governance, and ESG, has currently served as chairperson of Safaricom PLC and has held board roles, including as first chairman of KCB Bank Kenya Limited, a committed environmental conservation and servant of the nation. Adil has been honored with MBS and MGH for his outstanding contribution to law, governance, conservation, and national development.
Senior Counsel Ahmed Isaac Hassan.
Ahmed Isaac Hassan is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya with over 30 years of experience in legal practice, election administration, and public service. He was admitted to the bar on 23rd February 1995. He has practiced law in the law firm of Ibrahim and Isaac Advocates, where he became the managing partner and specialized in constitutional law and commercial practice. As an advocate, he has served in the public service in Kenya and international civil service in the United Nations and African Union. He has served as a commissioner in the Karaoke Commission and Inquiry into the Atur brothers and the Constitution of Kenya Review Commission.
Senior Counsel Paul Lilan.
Paul Lilan is the managing partner of Lilan & Koech Associates, LLP, and the chairman of the Capital Markets Tribunal. He specializes in commercial law, civil litigation, arbitration, and alternative dispute resolution, electoral law, constitutional law, and conveyancing. Paul Lilan is also a governance professional, a certified secretary and associate of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators. He has chaired a number of corporate boards, was a member of the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms. He is a recipient of the Moran of the Burning Spear. Paul Lilan holds a Bachelor of Law LLB degree from the University of Nairobi, a Master of Management and Leadership from the Management University of Africa.
Senior Counsel Henry Ongicho Asuga.
Henry Asuga Ongicho is a distinguished lawyer of 29 years and managing partner of the renowned law firm A.H. Malik & Company Advocates. He is an expert in commercial litigation, conveyancing, and family law. He is also a renowned arbitrator and a member of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators. Henry Ongicho is the chairperson of the Continuing Professional Development Committee on the Law Society of Kenya for the last 4 years, prior to which he was the vice chair of the committee for 15 years. He is also a member of board of directors of the Wildlife Research and Training Institute and previously served as a member of the Special Economic Zone Authority.
Senior Counsel Joseph Kipchumba Keegan Katwa.
Joseph Kipchumba Keegan Katwa has practiced as all levels of Kenya courts and tribunals since 1996. These include land dispute tribunals, arbitrations, commissions, and others. His National Land Commission and many others, Magistrate High Court, Court of Kenya, Court of Appeal Kenya, and Supreme Court of Kenya. He has also practiced at East Africa Court of Justice, sitting at Arusha, Republic of Tanzania, and International Criminal Court, ICC, at The Hague, the Netherlands, and at the IAAF Sports Law, sitting in London, United Kingdom.
Senior Counsel Mohammed Salim Balala.
Admitted to the bar in 1997, Mohammed Salim Balala, a senior partner at the Balala and Abed Advocates, has been in active practice for close to 3 decades in areas of law spanning environmental law, administrative and constitutional litigation, and electoral law. Balala is a long-standing member of and former chairperson of the Law Society of Kenya, Mombasa chapter. He has served with distinction for 6 years as both member and chairperson of the National Environmental Tribunal, a recipient of the Moran of the Burning Spear. He is respected mentor to many and whose career reflects public service, integrity, and commitment to the advancement of the legal profession.
Senior Counsel Rose Waidera Njoroge Mbanya.
Rose Waidera Njoroge Mbanya is a distinguished advocate whose career embodied excellence, integrity, and service to justice. Admitted to the bar in 1998, she brings together deep legal expertise and strategic leadership, further strengthened by a global executive MBA from USIU Africa. She is the founder and team leader of R.W. Mbanya and Advocates, Company Advocates, a family law-focused firm recognized for its efficient solution-oriented practice, including being named second runners-up of the Nairobi Law Firm of the Year in 2017 to 2018.
Senior Counsel Nazima Malik.
Nazima Malik is a partner in the firm of Kaplan and Stratton Advocates. She was admitted as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya in 1998 and specializes in tax disputes. She has represented Kenyan companies as well as multinationals in a broad range of tax disputes involving complex issues such as transfer pricing. She has handled the largest tax disputes in Kenya that have shaped the tax jurisprudence on many issues on public interest, which include VAT on exported services, double taxation agreements, and most recently, withholding tax in debt and credit card transaction. She has also served as the chair of the inaugural board of the National Legal Aid Service, with a setup of provided free legal services to the indigent.
Senior Counsel Michi Kanyiri Krimi.
Michi Kirimi Kanyiri was admitted to the bar on 29th December 1998 and has since built a distinguished career in dispute resolution, joining the partnership of Denton, Hamilton, Harrison, and Matthews in 2005. Michi was appointed as head dispute resolution in 2023. She is recognized as handling complex litigation and international arbitration with exceptional skill and ease. She has consistently earned top ranking in global directories, being recognized nationally as top female litigator, and celebrated her meticulous preparation and strategic insight. Her service to clients and contribution to society draw deep respect from clients, court, and peers.
Senior Counsel Richard Haney.
Richard Haney was admitted as an English solicitor in 1985 and moved to Kenya after some years of practice in London and Paris. He was admitted as an advocate in 2002. His practice in corporate law and principal client has been East African Breweries, Kenya Airways, Equity Bank, NCBA, Coca-Cola, and Diageo PLC. In 2008, he founded the firm of Counsel Hanley LLP, where he is now senior partner. He served on the board of Pan-African law firm Bowans for 10 years. He assisted the Law Society of Kenya with its office manual and was instrumental in supporting the State Laws Office on the introduction of Companies Act 2015.
Senior Counsel Ahmed Sheikh Adan.
Ahmed Sheikh Adan is an advocate for 23 years standing and managing partner of Wetangula, Eden and Company Advocates. Over and above the private practice, Eden was appointed by FIFA as one of the panel of experts to formulate policies, rules in conformity with FIFA statutes, organize national soccer elections in Kenya. He served as the chairperson of Communications Appeal Tribunal for a period of 3 years from 2013. From 2014 to 2020, he served as chairman of FKF Elections Appeals Dispute Board Committee. He practices law in Ethiopia and Eritrea and served as a legal and trade advisor to the African Union.
Senior Counsel Nelson Andai Harvey.
Nelson Andanyi Harvey is a graduate of the University of Nairobi and an advocate of 22 years experience. He served as the 49th president of the Law Society of Kenya and is the chairperson of the Retirement Benefits Authority. He is a champion for the rule of law, protection of human rights, and democracy. Significant amongst his many cases he has handled include the 21st September 2020 advisory by the Chief Justice to the President of the Republic of Kenya to dissolve Parliament and the successful challenge of the attempt to Ahmed and Constitution of Kenya through the BBI initiative.
Senior Counsel Dr. Mudomi Thiongolu.
Dr. Muthomi Thionkolu is a partner at Muthiomi and Karanja Advocates and a senior lecturer at the University of Nairobi Faculty of Law. He specializes in public procurement regulation, dispute resolution, electoral law, constitutional law, and international economic law. Dr. Muthomi Thionkolu is a Commonwealth scholar and recipient of multiple awards, including the Moran of the Burning Spear, Litigation Practitioner of the Year, Lawyer of the Year runners-up, and CB Adan jointly with others. Dr. Muthomi Thionkolu holds a PhD in law from the University of Nairobi and a Master of Law from the University of Warwick.
Senior Counsel Eric Deuri Njeru.
Eric Theuri is a former president of the Law Society of Kenya and a managing partner in the firm of Theuri, Wesonga and Company. He specializes in judicial service and constitutional litigation, commercial law, employment law, and construction arbitration. He is also a member of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, a certified mediator, and also serves as a member of the Arbitration Committee of the International Bar Association and a member of the Anti-Corruption and Anti-Money Laundering Committee of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association.
Senior Counsel Elisha Sebede Ongoya.
For exemplary distinction in scholarship, mastery in litigation, and principled stewardship in the legal profession, Elisha Zebedi Ongoya has for 2 decades stood as the confluence of law, governance, and justice, earning the respect of courts, institutions, and colleagues nationally and internationally. He is an eminent scholar, celebrated for clarity of thought, depth of research, and authoritative voice in constitutional, electoral, commission, and administrative law, shaping public discourse. He is also a venerable litigator whose advocacy has shaped jurisprudence on devolution, human rights, electoral integrity, judicial independence, and the limits of state power.
Last but not least, Senior Counsel Immaculate Muringo Kasait.
Immaculate Kasait is Kenya's first data commissioner and first vice chair of the Network of Africa Data Protection Authority, with over 20 years of expertise in governance, compliance, and strategy. She chaired the task force that developed regulations for Data Protection Act 2019, shaping Kenya's data protection framework while promoting data protection regionally and globally. An advocate of the High Court of Kenya and breach facilitator, her excellence has earned recognition through awards including MBS Presidential Awards 2017, Vanguard Award 2023, and a zero-fault audit by the Head of Public Service. She holds an MBA from USIU Africa, a postgraduate diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law, and LLB from Makerere University.
Your Excellency, may we all arise for the ceremonial fanfare. We may take our seats. Your Excellency, you may now retreat to your seat at the arena. Your Excellency, following your presentation of the letters of conferment for the rank of Senior Counsel to the 54 distinguished advocates who will henceforth bear this eminent title, this ceremony affirms their elevated place of honor within the legal profession. It also underscores their enduring duty and professional responsibility to nurture, guide, mentor, and inspire the next generation of lawyers. It is now my profound honor to invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, to offer her remarks and thereafter invite Your Excellency to address the Senior Counsel members. I thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Right Honorable Speaker, Senior Counsel, Dr. Moses Wetangula, the Deputy Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, the Attorney General, Senior Counsel, Dorcas Oduor, all the Senior Counsel present, the President of the Law Society, the Chairman of the Senior Counsel Bar, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. Let me begin by congratulating each one of the men and women distinguished Kenyans who have been conferred with the rank and dignity of Senior Counsel. I also want to thank Your Excellency for finding time to confer this dignity upon our learned colleague. Today's conferment of this esteemed rank marks not only personal achievement, but also a national affirmation that the Senior Counsel's career, who have been conferred with that honor this morning, has met the highest standards of excellence. Section 17 of the Advocates Act makes it clear that only those who have demonstrated irreproachable integrity, exemplary professional conduct, and distinguished service may be elevated to this rank. Your conferment of the rank of Senior Counsel is therefore not accidental. It reflects your years of ethical practice, intellectual rigor, and unwavering fidelity to the rule of law. This honor also imposes on you obligations, and by being inducted into the rank and dignity of Senior Counsel, you now step into a calling of leadership within the profession. The younger generation of lawyers will continue to look upon you for guidance, not only in the legal craftsmanship, but also in ethical conduct. Your lives, your choices, and your professional culture will shape the future of the bar. You are now the custodians of our professional conscience, and that comes with the duty to lead conversations on ethical renewal and to model the virtues that distinguish law as a novel profession. I therefore challenge the senior bar to take the lead in mentoring advocates and in nurturing a professional culture where competence is inseparable from integrity. It falls upon you, colleagues, to ensure that the legal profession remains a guardian of justice rather than merely a marketplace of legal transactions. In addition, you have a duty to lead the way in nurturing a dignified bar-bench relations. The bar and the bench are not rivals. We are partners in a shared value of ensuring our constitutional project of upholding justice and safeguarding the rule of law becomes a success and a daily endeavor. The Senior Counsel Bar must step forward to restore and nurture healthy, respectful, and principled bar-bench relations. You carry the institutional memory and moral authority to remind the profession of the traditions that have sustained the legal practice for generations. And that is courtesy and mutual respect. I urge you to lead the way in restoring the reputation of the legal profession to that glorious past. Lastly, Your Excellency, the stature of the senior counsel who have been conferred this morning now stands beyond the courtroom. It also stands beyond their chambers. With this recognition, they become statesmen and stateswomen of our republic. They become voices whose counsel matters in the public square. And I urge them to use this elevated platform to promote national unity, constitutional fidelity, responsible civic dialogue, and the protection of our democratic ideals and our democratic institutions. Let your influence contribute to building a society that values justice, fairness, and the respect of the rule of law. I am very confident that you will rise to this responsibility with the same distinction that has defined your careers over many years. Once more, on behalf of the judiciary, I congratulate you on this honor. May you carry this title with humility, vision, and unwavering integrity. And with those remarks, it is my distinct honor and humility to invite Your Excellency to address this convocation. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Madam Chief Justice. Please let's take our seats. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the legal fraternity, we gather here this morning to confer the rank of Senior Counsel upon 54 of our distinguished advocates, men and women whose illustrious service, rigorous scholarship, and impeccable integrity have earned them a place at the very pinnacle of legal excellence. I take this opportunity to congratulate each and every one of you. Congratulations. You stand here today because you are beyond question, truly meritorious of the distinguished title of Senior Counsel. This is not only a badge of honor, but it is also a solemn recognition of merit, responsibility, and trust. It also reflects the constitutional promise of a nation anchored in the rule of law, protected by rigorous and robust institutions, and guided by a justice system worthy of public confidence. The legal foundation of this moment is firmly set out in Section 17 of the Advocates Act, which empowers the President to grant letters of conferment to advocates who have rendered exemplary service, demonstrated professional mastery, and upheld impeccable integrity. The Senior Counsel conferment rules, particularly Rule Number 7, set an even higher bar for you to require sustained excellence in active practice, distinguished advocacy before the superior courts, dedicated mentorship of younger advocates, faithful service to the Law Society of Kenya, meaningful scholarly contribution, and an impeccable standard of professional conduct. Across the Commonwealth, the rank of Senior Counsel is emblematic of the highest standards of legal craftsmanship and ethical clarity. In Kenya, as in India, South Africa, and the United Kingdom, among others, elevation to this rank is rooted in merit, public confidence, the strict scrutiny. Only the most deserving are called to this honor. And this is such a day. To the 54 advocates being celebrated here today, you have demonstrated exceptional advocacy in our superior courts. You have shaped jurisprudence, enriched legal scholarship, mentored younger members of the bar, and served both the profession and society with admirable devotion. Your ascension is equally an affirmation of the confidence this nation places in you to be guardians of integrity, champions of justice, and stewards of ethical leadership. With this honor comes an even greater responsibility. You are called to safeguard our democracy, to strengthen our institutions of justice, to support necessary reforms, and to help widen the door of access to justice. May I also take this opportunity to express my very sincere appreciation to the Committee on Senior Counsel for their rigorous, transparent, and principled evaluation process, led by Philip Murgor here, Senior Counsel. I was looking at the list, and it is a fairly balanced list. And it gives me the impression that some very meticulous process was undertaken for us to get to the men and women who today we honor as Senior Counsel. I have seen that integrity has been mentioned front, back, and center. And the highest level of integrity is to be faithful and patriotic to not just your nation, but also your profession. And I believe that you have earned this place because you have portrayed, you have worked hard to get yourselves to this point, I want to encourage you to do the utmost for our nation and to believe in ourselves. As the Chief Justice has said, there is need for us to build bridges between the bar and the bench, between the different arms of government, and between the different communities and different facets, religions, and beliefs. It is important that we appreciate that we have a nation to mind and to look after. And whatever it is that any one of us does, we must keep the greater national interest in mind. And I believe that your calling today makes that call much more present and much more focused. Your work upholds the dignity of this rank and reinforces public trust in our systems of professional recognition. As I said, congratulations to each and every one of you. I look forward to working with you in different aspects, and we will call upon you to render service to this nation as and when duty calls. Again, to all of you, my congratulations and my very best wishes. Asanteni sana.
Let us all be upstanding as we wind up with the national anthem. Tumalizie kwa wimbo wa taifa.
And that is it. That was the conferment of the rank of senior counsel for 54 advocates of the High Court of Kenya who are now senior counsels. Now let's get back to our conversation. As we finalize on it, we were talking about ensuring that we get to secure those memorable moments, especially during this moment that is the festivities happening or going on. And I had with me David Odhiambo. David, let's finalize on it. Your final remarks on just ensuring that when we go for these events, we are secure throughout. And as you mentioned earlier on, you had said we all have a responsibility. It is our responsibility to ensure that we are secure and safe, as much as it's the work of the people like you rather, security guards and all. Just as we finalize, what is our responsibility as a people, and your final remarks?
Okay, my final remarks, I would like to tell those people who are watching this program that anybody can be a private security, event-trained security officer, bouncer, because currently we have a curriculum which teaches people to be that. And apart from that, I would also like to tell event goers, anytime they visit an event site, they should usually try to follow rules and regulations to make it easier for those people, for those staff who are serving them to get their work easier. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Those are your final remarks.
And apart from that, I would like to say congratulations to those people who have been promoted to the senior counsel. Yeah.
All right, thank you so very much, David. It was a pleasure having you on set. This is where we end this conversation. Do not go too far, as Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday gets to continue.
Si tulishapendana, ananienzi na muenzi, alivyoumbika mashallah, katoto kenyota yani star, kanaleta mwangaza, sitaki kupoteza makida, wachani ringi ya dunia. Halo halo, nimekuja na tangazo, muoneni kwa macho, ameifunga milango ya roho yangu mama, gala wanna show you up, show you up, show you up, unawa finish kumalo, gala wanna show you up, show you up, show you up, unawa finish kumalo. Mapenzi yamejaa kwa hewa, zimatana upunguze AC. Ni nani aliyekukera? Anaishi wapi nimtumie jeshi? Niliapa sitapenda tena, lakini leo nafungua kesi. Songea karibu upesi, sensi jukati yetu kuna 0 centimeter, hakuna kilomita, kiuno chako kinanita naitika, moyo wangu sinyorita, kati yetu kuna 0 centimeter, hakuna kilomita, kiuno chako kinanita naitika, moyo wangu sinyorita. Halo halo, nimekuja na tangazo, muoneni kwa macho, ameifunga milango ya roho yangu mama, gala wanna show you up, show you up, show you up, unawa finish kumalo, gala wanna show you up, show you up, show you up. Big beats.
Ndanya mina wombre Mona Lisa, hatuko kwa misa utadhani kanisa, jazana ni katuko kwa Nissan, tumejazana ni katuko kwa Nissan. Ndanya mina wombre Mona Lisa. Ndanya mina wombre Mona Lisa, hatuko kwa misa utadhani kanisa, jazana ni katuko kwa Nissan, tumejazana ni katuko kwa Nissan. Ndanya mina wombre Mona Lisa, hatuko kwa misa utadhani kanisa, jazana ni katuko kwa Nissan, tumejazana ni katuko kwa Nissan. Zangu team na ni grizzling, hadi simu number itakusho ever busy. I'm like peas in the pods, squeezing my bees now on rotation. Busy bee, mtongo tonanga baby umeshindwa na machizi. Nguna kwangu ni madam, I hope nangam. Story zangu umesikiza hizi nitafall salam. Rakan kaminya, denge kanipengi na bidi na kafinya. Ziza sika simbrisi utajitoa, pimpo wake akanuliza umetibiwa poa. Chicks camping Langata uko Rowera, senior citizen akalia. Chicks camping Langata uko Rowera, senior citizen akalia. Mina wombre Mona Lisa, hatuko kwa misa utadhani kanisa, jazana ni katuko kwa Nissan, tumejazana Tunacheza ni katika kanisa. Ndanya mina wombo Mona Lisa. Hatuko kwa misa utadhani kanisa. Tunacheza ni katika kanisa. Tunacheza ni katika kanisa.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select a cheza doba once from the top.
Unique boy.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select a cheza doba once from the top. Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Ikibamba sana basi Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select a cheza doba once from the top. Don't show my bed, don't show my bed, don't show my bed. Tunisia speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Don't show my bed, don't show my bed, don't show my bed. Tuko tao, CBD kwa penthouse. Wanadhani CBD ni guess what? Lakini jua bidii tunazoza. Na ni magrami tundo tunangoja. Don't show my bed, kwa mdomo ni kubed. Na doba Johnny Mwaki ukipenda email. Napendwa na mapen, na wote Johnny 10. Nikikusalimia unanijibu tu maber. Napenda vile magala wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile mamazi wamekuja wameiva. Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select a cheza doba once from the top. Don't show my bed, don't show my bed, don't show my bed. Tunisia speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Don't show my bed, don't show my bed, don't show my bed.
Makwela na machaji wanazitoka. Stare ubamba sana baada ya mboka. Wasase watiaji tunawatoka. Salamu wanga moja na ni top shota. But originally, ofla wanga mkali. Ninasumbuka town baka mashinani. Kolabo na Iani, ante mtaani. Wakiuliza wambie tuko CBD ndani. Napenda vile mademu wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile makwela wamekuja wameiva.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select a cheza doba once from the top. Don't show my bed, don't show my bed, don't show my bed. Tunisia.
Nipiga pombe wa surprise. Ukanifanya mimi wa thamani. Nakupenda kutoka moyo.
Other DJs wanna be. It's the one and only
DJ Unique, the messenger.
Nipiga pombe wa surprise. Ukanifanya mimi wa thamani. Nakupenda kutoka moyoni. Kijana morning into dance. You are far myself. Peke yangu haiwezekani. Usingekuwa upande wangu bwana. Maadui wangenineza hai. You are far myself. Peke yangu haiwezekani. Usingekuwa upande wangu bwana. Maadui wangenineza hai. You are far myself. Peke yangu haiwezekani. Usingekuwa upande wangu bwana. Maadui wangenineza hai. You are far myself. Peke yangu haiwezekani. Usingekuwa upande wangu bwana. Maadui wangenineza hai.
Ona mwili wangu unavyowaka waka baby. Mapenzi umeniweza. Ona mwili wangu unavyotetemeka baby. Usiulize kwa nini nazubaa kwa mapenzi. Mapenzi imepandisha kipinda mitamami. Pandisha wengine baby misioni. Imenishika mateka adogo la. Wengine misina maoni. Meni moyo ushapenda adogo la. Sheri kwa penzi lako natoka wazimu. Kila unaponipa mama nakuna kabubu. Because of you. Mama keki wamtam kama keki. kibaridi cha asubuhi, kijua fani so kikali saa 5. Oh, Nairobi 2015 nikamchagua yeye katikati ya wenzake watano. Nikamuomba kanio namba, moyoni Mungu nikampa moja. She's my number moja. Nikamuomba kaniomba namba, moyoni Mungu nikampa moja. Now she's my number moja. Yani namaanisha kwamba ndo tushawana.
Here we go. Now remember, our DJ has been playing all the hit songs from the year 2025. And I'm sure that you guys are having a blast just as we are right here, because 2025 was a good year musically speaking for the 254 and the entire East Africa as a whole. Now let's get into our final conversation of the morning, and I am joined by a beauty queen. Yes, she's here all crowned, looking so beautiful. You cannot tell that she has just landed in the country like an hour ago. She's all jet lagged, but you can't even tell. That is the one and only Miss Africa International 2025-2026. Her name is Stephanie Oben.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you again. The last time you were here, you had come as Miss Cameroon, Germany.
Yes.
That's the crown you had on.
Exactly.
Now, in less than, I think it's just been months, you're here all crowned up again with a whole new other title and crown as now Miss Africa International. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How have you been?
I've been great, and as promised, I told myself I would always come back to Nairobi, and here I am in Nairobi.
It's a pleasure. You came directly because the pageant was happening in
Nigeria on Saturday, just that Saturday, yeah.
So you just finished it and
straight to Nairobi.
Back to Nairobi. This is home now for you, for sure. Cameroonians, we have taken this one. Even let us know who you want us to swap her with. Anyway, tell me about now this title, Miss Africa International.
Yeah, Miss Africa International is a platform for women, by women, and with women in mind. So it promotes gender equality, which is for women, of course, and entrepreneurship, and of course it promotes leadership in women, that women should take up space and should put themselves out there and get involved in more leadership positions. So in Nairobi, I'm actually hosting a workshop. It's called the Wear Your Crown workshop for young women to just help them come out of their comfort zone, because I believe that every woman has a hidden crown in them, and you just need that person that will encourage them so they can see that invisible crown. That's why it's called the Wear Your Crown workshop. Yeah,
love it. How was the competition this time round, and how different was it from the other pageants that you've participated?
Honestly, the competition this time around was more difficult, because I'm used to competing against people where the one thing that makes me stand out is being African, right? So this time around, I was competing with African women from all over the continent, more than 20 different countries, and it felt like, okay, so what makes me different? So I had to really dig deep and think, okay, why am I the right ambassador of this crown? Why am I the right representative of this crown? And once I did that, it made me learn to know myself more and made me stand out then.
Yeah, so you had contestants coming from different parts of Africa.
Yes.
How many countries were being represented?
So this year we had 20 countries, but because of the political unrest, people were a bit scared to come to Nigeria, but we had just had 20 countries, but normally we always have almost more than 40 countries at the competition.
More than 20?
So yeah, normally more than 20, but now this year we had 20 countries, yes.
You had 20 countries this time round.
Yeah.
That is really, it's no mean feat, you know, competing against 20 countries, 20 African countries. each country had a representative to get to represent, you know, their country as they also go for that title of Miss Africa International. So you emerging as the winner is something that is so big, and yes, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
So your passion project for this was what you just mentioned.
Yes, exactly, the Wear Your Crown. So when I wanted to get into this, I wanted something that I was already working on. I wanted to show people that you can be a beauty queen and still do stuff, because many people think beauty queens just stand up and say, hey, I want to change the world, I want world peace, but they don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So immediately as I got crowned, I said, hey, let's go to Nairobi. And the Miss Africa organization is such an amazing organization that they're already ready to help out. So they're like, okay, if you want to go to Nairobi, we'll go to Nairobi. And that's why we're here immediately, just a few days after. It's work, work, work. There's no sleep for a beauty queen.
Non-stop. And that's the other thing. Like, most people don't put that into consideration. Like, when we see you looking all glammed up, you know, always with your heels on, always looking glamorous 24/7 with your makeup on, sometimes we tend to forget the work that goes behind that, or the work that supersedes, you know, all of that, you know, after getting that crown, the work that you have to take in afterwards. Because we just assume, you just need to look pretty and that's it. But there's a lot that goes into it. Before even, you know, you get to be crowned, I'm sure there was like a boot camp.
Yes,
and it's usually not easy. So take us through that part, you know, before you get to the point where now you've been crowned. Take us through that journey.
It was 1 week non-stop activities, morning, afternoon, evening. Some girls almost fainted because they were so tired, because they did not have that stamina. So we visited different parts of Abuja. We got to see the zoo. We had rehearsals non-stop. We got to go to the Youth in Parliament Forum in Nigeria, where we were all named ambassadors of our countries. So these are the opportunities that you gain as someone who is part of a competition. I was just a normal village girl from my country, somewhere in Cameroon. I wouldn't have ever dreamed to be an ambassador of such an initiative, because this initiative is directly linked to the National Assembly in Nigeria. So for young girls like us that come from nothing, you see how the kind of opportunities that pageantry gives us. And I just really hope that more women and more people will invest in pageantry, not just international pageants. Miss World is good, Miss Universe is good, but Miss Africa International, it is for the continent, for women on the continent. And it is very important that we send our girls or our ladies to these pageants so we can promote our own continent. It's not just about promoting, you know, the world, but promoting Africa, because it's time for Africa. It's always been time for Africa.
It's time for Africa. Yes, it is truly our time. And you know, that crown is a heavy one, because as you mentioned, you're now an ambassador, not just a Cameroon, you're not just an ambassador for Cameroon as a country, but you're an ambassador for Africa as a continent. And this also comes with you being looked as a role model by many girls, you know, girls in Cameroon, the village that you just mentioned. You came from a small village in Cameroon. I can imagine girls from there, you know, girls who are seeing you right now, and they maybe are not sure if they are fit, you know, to take up such crowns. Like, what would be your word for that little girl who's watching right now and they are stunned by, you know, just what you're able to do, as they also wish to get to that point?
What I always say is, I just take myself as an example. You don't have to be 100% ready. You don't have to be the richest person on the planet. You don't have to be the most flamboyant or the most ready person. You just have to take that one step. I know it sounds easy. It sounds like I'm just talking because I'm here already. But I'm literally just a little girl from a village that grew up and that saw that she wanted to achieve something. And I took the step. I worked on myself. I took classes, workshops, and I know many African girls do not have access to all of this. That's why I'm bringing the Wear Your Crown workshop here to Nairobi, to just encourage them with a little I can, to say, hey, I know you don't have access to this, but with this, you can at least start. This is how you start. This is what you're supposed to do. But you have to be able, and you have to be okay with putting yourself out there. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself, and you have to do the research and take those steps and work really hard on yourself. And with that, you can achieve your goals little by little. Even if you fail, I've failed many times. This is not my first pageant, or this is not my first rodeo. I've failed many times in many different things, but one thing that made me stand out is that I did not stop. I kept on going. So you have to try, put in the work, fail, and learn from your failure and keep doing it.
Keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, do not, falling is okay,
Yeah.
but staying down is the issue.
Yes.
Always get up and
Yes.
keep going. I love that. Now, as we finalize, you know that Wear Your Crown initiative, the reason behind that name, because it seems so obvious, but I know there's reason behind it. Wear your crown. It must carry, you know, a lot of weight too. So what made you decide this will be the name of my initiative?
Because wear your crown, it mainly just means wear your confidence. The crown stands for confidence, because there are many girls out there, as you said, that want to be like me or many other beauty queens, but they don't have that confidence to go after their dreams. So the initiative is there to show women that every single woman has what it takes in her, but you just need your eyes open to be able to see that confidence that is in you, and it's just there to promote you, to hold your hand towards it and give you that confidence to just go after your goal. So it's mainly about confidence.
Yeah, so your crown means that confidence. Just
Exactly.
wear your confidence. Be yourself.
Yes, be confidently you.
Trust in who you are.
Exactly.
And be confidently you, as you put
Exactly.
it. I love that. So you've mentioned it's happening in Nairobi. Where exactly in Nairobi?
At iHit.
At
iHit.
iHit.
At the Kilimani. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. It starts at 9 a.m. So we already have people who have registered online, because I really cross-check every single person that registers to make sure that they are ready to put themselves out there. You know, because there are girls who want to do it, but they're really a bit too shy. They're not ready yet. But it takes place every single year. So we want girls that are ready to work, ready to learn, ready to, you know, take what they've learned and put into practice, and, you know, network with like-minded individuals. So yeah.
So it's for the ladies who are in that world, the beauty world.
And who want to join the beauty world.
And who want to also join.
Exactly.
All right. Have you mentioned the date?
It's on the 13th of December from 9 a.m.
All right, 13th of December from 9 a.m. You have a date, you have a plan that Stephanie has given to us. If you're a lady who is in love with pageantry, if you're a lady who would love to get into the beauty world and you feel like you are ready for it, you just need a little push, that is why she is here, and she will be helping you with that. Thank you so very much, Stephanie, for gracing our show this morning. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for the initiative that you're doing for the girls of the continent. Maybe your final remarks as you say goodbye to them, as you also let them know where they can follow you on social media, and if there's a page for Wear Your Crown as well.
Yes, there's a page for Wear Your Crown. So if you want to apply, you just go to WYC Community on Instagram and you click on the link in our bio, or you just go straight to Google WYC/community.com. There you can register to be a part of the program. I just also wanted to shout out the people of Kenya for always being so welcoming. That's why I always come back. So good morning, especially to you, people of Kenya, and shout out to the Simply Feminine Network for giving me this opportunity the first time, and also for supporting this initiative. And of course, a big shout out to Miss Africa International for naming me as their ambassador, and thank you once again for having me.
All right, there you have it from the beauty queen herself, Miss Oben, Miss Africa International 2025-2026, and this is where we get to end this particular interview and conversation. But remember, my DJ is on standby, and he has been playing all the hits from the year 2025. So we'll get back to him so that he can be able to play some more that are remaining. Tumebakisha kadhaa hazijaisha zote. So he'll be playing some of them as we also finalize on the entire show. So do enjoy the music before I come back and wind up the program for today.
Kibaridi cha asubuhi, kijua fani so kikali saa 5. Oh, Nairobi 2015, nikamchagua yeye katikati ya wenzake watano. Nikamuomba kanio ama moyoni Mungu nikampa moja. She's my number kumba, no to Joanna. To Joanna. No to Joanna. No to Joanna.
Fala kafegi akianza jo complain pedi uchoma ganja vedia na sauni plain cut cocaine ufate cut cobain ni matap tap 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 hadi si attain niko na alele na nakauma hadi che pande left ni gwete hiyo ingine ni chen antaka ni mlele na kutuma hata plate on to the next watu finyi replay
nimekwekea mavitu mingi ndo maana nimekuwa nikiua fast ini kakas wali dash but akashindwa vile hata reverse I've been the worst of the best ndo maana nikimada nasema tina jikas na nika rest the case nikapanga vile naweza nikajie match they could just test na waonyesha vile naweza mada the rest kaini contest basi niwache nikikingia GMpress naweza confess nimekoma madara kutoka niwache tei matenge nako mesha vile na wamanga Johnny kama nimei babas 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 kang 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 babas 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 kang 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 babas 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 kang 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 babas
Miko na bike, vile nakuja vibayo utatani na tema na gun Mimi ndo nadai, vile na chenga direfa na kuja na ganji tumanji Mpeni kwa ndai na pita polite, bado na kula manduku BM Tichi kuchai, akuje na bike, buda mupita na Benz Mliza kusite, bado na dance Miko na kunjadi chumi na ben, nataka punde Staki to them, nataka unipela fuda ni lan Nagola kope, nataka tushe, misi kadidinda kuita kope Staki unipe, nakuja kutek, kama sidenu na tema revenge
By the way, shut up, fly to the sky Them a come for this eye, but me come for this try Shot in a them head, for the licky boy Just a copper and lead, for the licky like a toy Boy, tell them say no sabas, numbers kubas Na fanya sing, then you must go lize udat Buda, utabugda, kiruga, kick shooter Press gas
Director, utaki tusikize kwela? All right, and here we have it. We have come to the end of the show. This is Entertainment Thursday, and we always say that on Thursdays, right here, is our new Friday. This is where we get to help you usher in the weekend in style. I mean, there's nowhere else where you'll find such a lit show in the morning on a Thursday, I promise you that. And we always appreciate that you take your time to hang out with us from the time we get to begin the show at 6:30 a.m. until this point in time. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you who has been tuned in. This is where we say goodbye. My name is Vivian Dagwa, and I have been here alongside my DJ, Unique the DJ. Are you playing anywhere this weekend?
Yeah, Jabu. Kilimani, each and every Friday, lazima tuwakilishe.
All right. Sawa, tumemaliza na leo. Kesho mfuate DJ wangu pale Kilimani Jabu so that you get to continue with the sherehe. Vivian Dago is my name once again. Goodbye. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. See you tomorrow, next week, same time and place, God willing. Goodbye.
My name is Rosemary Kuria, and I'm the Director of Sales at Sopa Lodges, taking care of Kenya and Tanzania. There's been a lot of investment from various private stakeholders in terms of mice. We have done the same here, investing in infrastructure. Naivasha in general has done that. Mara is also doing that. Initially, mice was more of a Nairobi, Mombasa affair. But then post-COVID and the realization that our country really has a lot to offer, the investment is heavier now and spread out to various destinations. You barely miss meetings happening within Naivasha. And that is in addition to what's happening in Mombasa. I know Bomas is also being restructured right now because of the same. We have seen the potential that we have as a nation, as a destination, to host MICE events. What was lacking is a capacity, and that's why we have been moving from local destination to local destination. Because even though we have our leisure business, it is very seasonal, but we will depend on MICE on, from low shoulder seasons when we depend on MICE.